Hmm?
Yeah.
Hello. A very good evening to all आमचे प्रेस भाव भयणींनो. आयचे हे प्रेसाक आपोवपाचें कारण की आज वर्ल्ड एनवायरमेंट डे आनी हो वर्ल्ड एनवायरमेंट डे हे प्रोग्रामाक आमचे मदें डायरेक्टर एनवायरमेंट आनी डायरेक्टर DNRE आसा. आज आमी सकाळच्यान जे पयलीं केलां तें म्हाका सांगपाक जाय. आनी हो वर्ल्ड एनवायरमेंट डे इज सेलिब्रेटेड फ्रॉम 1972. This year the concept is restoration. And with keeping this in mind, we from morning आमी जे एक कावलोसी ह्या वाठारान आज सकाळी ऑनरेबल MLA चचिलबाब तशेंच त्यांचे सरपंच आनी BMCचो चेअरपर्सन तांकां घेवन आमी फर्स्ट ऑफ इट्स कायंड विथ लोकल कम्युनिटी हेल्प रिस्टोरेशन प्रोग्राम जो आशिल्लो ऑफ अ सँड ड्यून जो डॅमेज जाल्लो कोर्टान कोण तरी गेल्लो आनी हायकोर्टान वचून NGTन डायरेक्शन दिल्लें आनी आमची बायोडायवर्सिटी लोकल कमिटी घेवन आमचो बायोडायवर्सिटी बोर्ड हॅज डन रिस्टोरेशन ऑफ दॅट एरिया. आतां रिस्टोरेशन म्हणल्यार पयलीं डेब्रीज काडले आनी आतां वी हॅव डन बॅम्बू प्रोटेक्शन वेर ओवर द नेक्स्ट 2 years or 3 years इट विल बी फर्स्ट ऑफ इट्स कायंड along with DRDA we have used local community and over the next 2-3 years there will be regeneration of the sand dune which was destroyed by a particular person. In that Ami Sakani we have also committed that for its river Sal there was a BMC request from the Sarpanch and we have told them and we assured them that they can also be the first of its kind with the help of the Panchayat, BMC and the local community along with DRDA and Environment Department. We will start restoring the bunch which everybody talks of. So तांकां सकाळी एश्योरन्स दिल्लें आसा. The second thing आमी केलें की आमी एक प्लांटेशन ड्रायव along the रिस्टोर्ड म्हणजे रिनोवेटेड जी आमची रिवर साल आशिल्ली along with the biodiversity committee management committee of Nuve, बेनावली, ओरली, धर्मारपूर, शिरली, नावेली, शिशिणी, आसोलना, वेल्ली, आंबेली एक प्रोग्राम लॉन्च केलो. सेपरेटली त्यांनी सगळ्यांनी घातली आनी हांव आमचो सेक्रेटरी एनवायरमेंट आमचो डायरेक्टर एनवायरमेंट आमचो पोल्युशन कंट्रोल बोर्डाचे सगळे बाकीचे आनी सरपंच तांकां घेवन आमी नुवें एक बारीकशें प्लांटेशन ऑफ ट्रीज आज आमी डिसायड केला की थ्रू बायोडायवर्सिटी बोर्ड we give lot of trees, different types of trees where people can pick up and people can tell us आणि आम्ही त्यांना घराकडे झाडां पावतली. So this is the way we have started our day. मागीर आम्ही फर्स्ट ऑफ इट्स कायंड मल्टी प्रोसेसिंग सेंटर जो गोवा बायोडायवर्सिटी बोर्ड एट थलमटे पाली कोटुंबी आणि थंय आम्ही जो सरपंच आणि लोकल BMC चेअरपर्सन ऑफ दॅट पर्टिक्युलर पाली कोटुंबी विलेज तांकां घेवन आम्ही एक सेंटर ओपन केला आणि हे सेंटरान कितें जाता तें म्हाका सांगपाक जाय. इट इज फर्स्ट ऑफ इट्स कायंड. तें नांव गोवन ऑनरेबल CMन हो प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च केल्लो आनी हो फुडें वचून प्रोजेक्ट आज आमी खुबशे प्रोडक्ट जे आमी आमचे तयार करता विथ द हेल्प ऑफ लोकल कम्युनिटी आनी थंयच्यो महिला ज्यो आसा आनी दीस प्रोजेक्ट वी इन द नेक्स्ट 4-5 months or maybe 6 months we will do the entire setup and a sustainable model with economic म्हणजे तांकां बॅकिंग म्हणजे इकॉनॉमिक त्यांचे स्टँडर्ड वाडोवपाक तेंचे कडेन लायव्हलीहूड जो आमचो टार्गेट आसा दीस वी हॅव गिवन सेटअप इन द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिपार्टमेंट एक क्वॉर्टर आशिल्लो तांकां सेटअप करून आमी चालू आसा एंड वी आर शुअर दॅट द वे दे हॅव कमिटींग द वे द थिंग्स आर गोईंग ऑन आमी तो प्रोडक्ट गो वेन हो प्रोडक्ट हो तेणी केल्लो आसा will be distributed through the system and made them viable solution आनी तेंचे कडेन आमी तो सोडटलो. हो तिसरो प्रोग्राम आशिल्लो. तेज्या नंतर आमचो एक वेबिनार एक फर्स्ट टायम ऑन द वर्ल्ड एनवायरमेंट डे एक इकोसिस्टम रिस्टोरेशन इज अ कॉन्सेप्ट फॉर द डेकेड म्हणजे 21 to 2030 इकोसिस्टम रिस्टोरेशन आनी आज आमी विथ द हेल्प ऑफ गोवा पोल्युशन कंट्रोल बोर्ड आनी आमचे एक्सपर्ट मेंबर महेश पाटील तसेच डॉक्टर मनोज बोरकर Associate Professor of Department of Zoology, almost 200 and odd, more than almost 200 participants were there for the program, where they had a restoration case study of a bauxite mine outside Goa into a beautiful concept which was shown, and now we will study that same concept of restoration of mines in Goa, on how we can restore the dormant mines which are there in Goa. They have also we have also had the presence of chairman GCP, Goa Pollution Control Board, and member secretary of Goa State Pollution Control Board, where they were also part of the webinar, which there were a lot of people who were parting in. The last thing, what we did just before calling all of you at 5 o'clock, 5:30, we had a MOU which was signed by the director of MNRE and CESL, the central government organization, where we have tied up with them on a long-term basis on 3-4 purposes. That आज तुम्ही पहिले आसतले की आमकां जे पयरचे तुम्ही सगळे प्रेस भावांनी भयणांनी हाडले की गोवा हॅज नाव इम्प्रूव दी सिनारियो इन दिस कमिंग टू almost third position. But we are also in that showing that the state is the highest consumption of fuel, fossil fuel, for the state of Goa, which has been brought by you only from the system. And that is why it is a commitment of this government to bring the fossil fuel ratio down. And that is why we have signed with Convergence Energy Services Limited today, where what is the purpose of signing? It means the mandate for signing is the government of Goa mandates CSL to act as a program manager for the scheme and disperse the state subsidy to OEM, which shall be passed on to the consumer by reducing the cost of the vehicle. Our dream is to have the cost of the vehicle of an electrical vehicle in all sectors lesser than the diesel or petrol vehicle which is available of a similar nature in the state of Goa. The agency will facilitate CSL to ensure timely payment of subsidy amount to the manufacturer. We will also look at giving a special subsidy for the motorcycle pilots in Goa, where extra 5% we want to do for them. So all these things, the policy is to what we signed today is basically to have them on board, because as we are a very small state, maybe some people will not be offering coming. So CSL, we have tied up today with the MOU, where they will bring in try to bring manufacturers of vehicles to Goa, electrical vehicles in Goa. They will also try to bring in manufacturers of your charging stations in Goa. They will also try to bring in Goa manufacturer of lithium charging batteries, which will be kept for them. Plus, we have tied up with them to give us a combined subsidy and everything together with the state governments. Honorable CM has committed that we will work at least minimum 20% subsidy from the state side in making Goa a zero carbon state in the fossil fuel over the period of next 8-10 years. So this is the program we are focusing, and we have signed with ESL. They will also bring in the financial option for individuals who can take a loan from them at a lesser rate of interest and buy the 2-wheeler, 4-wheeler, 6-wheeler, or hire it, as some of the taxi fellows can also hire the vehicle, electrical vehicle from them. Bus people also, whether it is public sector buses or tourist buses, can also hire the vehicle. So this is the MOU we have signed today on the World Environment Day to bring in a system of clean energy in the state of Goa. These are the few things I would like to say, and once again commit on behalf of the Chief Minister of the state of Goa. Two things. One is that we are focused in bringing a system in place in the form of environment, and I'm happy to say that the people from the Kavalasi Panchayat who have ventured into restoration and setting examples, which I told them, we remember ki 6th century, 7th century, 8th century, जे बान कॉन्सेप्ट जे आज गोंयान आमी सगळे म्हणटा, हे केल्ले आमचे पुर्वजांनी, आनी तेणी स्वता काम खंयच्या गव्हर्मेंटान काम करूं नाशिल्लें. तेणी स्वता हो कॉन्सेप्ट तयार करून आनी तेणे स्वता इतले वर्सां तेणी स्वता 20th century, 21st century पासून बिगिनिंग ऑफ 21st century and 20th century they have maintained it on themselves. So I hope with this small thing आमी जे आज केल्लें आसा, everybody, all panchayats, municipalities own the responsibility instead of pushing the responsibility. And AMI has committed, we will help in all ways, in whatever pace possible to आमचे RDA मार्फत आणि आमचे environment department मार्फत to put the systems of bunds on the river beds properly. So once again, a very happy Environment Day, and the theme today of restoration, which is there for the next 10 years. We all, as people of Goa, we should all be part of restoration work, because sustainability in both forms, whether it is in the form of development or economic interest, we have to go hand in hand. People will make a lot of allegations. There are pros, cons, all types of allegations which are being made. But we also, as a human race, has to go forward. We also, as a human race, require all the comforts. But also, because of ever-growing population of the country, a lot of things which happen in the ecological front, in the environment front, which should not happen. But how to go hand in glove and with the system of protecting the environment is what we will all venture to do on this particular day. Thank you.
Cost reduction कितले percent असता?
कसलो?
Cost reduction.
See, cost reduction आमचे जे टार्गेट आसा, at least two-wheeleraचे जे टार्गेट आसा, to bring it below the cost of a similar vehicle, below the cost of a petrol vehicle. दुसरे आमचे फोर-व्हीलर आसा, ताका डायरेक्ट असो आमी कॉस्ट डायरेक्टली हाडूंक शकना, but we will give a cross subsidy with बाकीचे सगळे package, at least in, if not in par with the petrol vehicle, but at least little here and there 5% maybe, because now the variation is almost 30%, 28 to 30%. We will try to bring it in par or at least 5% in par. So this is the target for this. Plus आमचे motorcycle pilot is 100% आम्ही जे motorcycle pilot चे vehicle आम्ही electrical करू शकता, त्यांचे खातीर we will give more extra subsidy and bringing them much below par of a motorcycle, new motorcycle which is available on petrol side.
How many manufacturers are going to come in?
See, it is on the people. See, there are four parts of the component. One is the state government subsidy. One is the central government subsidy in manufacturing, which will be given through CSL to the manufacturer. One is the scrap subsidy, and one is the subsidy where we are trying to have with ESL, CSL to bring in. So we are looking at somewhere for motorcycles to almost 50% subsidy, 54% subsidy. This is what we are looking at ESL. And plus for our taxis, for electrical vehicles, because cost of petrol is going high. So running cost is going high. So amka tanka four-wheeler on a lease basis, which is CSL is ready to give on a lease basis to them, so that they can pay over a period of time. So instead of they going and financing from a different financer, CSL is working out with a financial partner, so they can directly give them a electrical vehicle along with the subsidy.
So the taxi owners would not have to pay anything at the initial.
No, see, everybody has to pay everything. You cannot get for free. So that how a banking sector works, because banking sector जे काम करता मागीर ते फॉर्मेलिटी खूब आसता. So we have tied up with CSL. They will finance them on the same basis, but on a faster space.
On higher purchase.
On a higher purchase model. 15% with 15% margin they will give, and the balance will be a certain plus subsidy will be given to them on the vehicle.
So all kinds of electric vehicles will be available.
All types of electrical buses, cars, two-wheelers, three-wheelers, all those vehicles we intend to do.
Coming back to the Environment Day, can you, I just want to ask you one thing. So when you say in Goa, when you are talking about afforestation and planting of saplings and all on the Environment Day, we have seen recently in last 15 days mass destruction on beaches, be it Vangani beach or be it the Morji beach. As an environment minister, have you taken any steps to see that this destruction doesn't take place in Goa?
See what happens. There are two parts of everything. एक part जो असता, see illegality. So, Jay Vaigani beach and Morji beaches, it is to be first ascertained whether it is legal or illegal. If it is illegal, it has to be removed. There is no law, don't law ना. माझो स्टेटमेंट दिसता म्हाका पोतून तो सोगता. पूण हांव आतां सद्याक एक मंत्री म्हणून बसलेलो आसता, आनी हो मंत्रीचो स्टँड जो आसता, इट हॅज टू टेक एवरीथिंग इन टू कन्सिडरेशन एंड देन वी हॅव टू गिव अ स्टेटमेंट. म्हाका जर एक निलेश गाबरान बसलो, म्हजो स्टेटमेंट कोण कॅरूच करचो नाशिल्लो. पूण एक एनवायरमेंट मिनिस्टर जेन्ना बसता आनी स्टेटमेंट करता, आय हॅव टू डू ऑल द होमवर्क एंड देन मेक अ स्टेटमेंट. आय कॅन एश्युअर द पीपल ऑफ गोवा दॅट द होमवर्क इज बीइंग डन, देर इज सगळें चालू आसा एंड इट विल गो टू लॉजिकल कंक्लूजन. इफ इज इलिगल इट विल बी रिमूव्ड 100%. देर इज नो डाउट अबाउट इट.
So how long it will take?
म्हाका सांग, कोर्टान जेन्ना खंयचे पळय हाव लॉंग इट विल टेक आय कॅनॉट से, बिकॉज इट हॅज टू गो थ्रू अ प्रोसेस. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल it is already in the court, in the judiciary, which I should not comment actually. Our leader of opposition, I have seen that he doesn't want to comment, but I am ready to comment because it is very clear. How long it will take is whether first the order will be passed, then if they are in the court, if it is there, they will have to wait for their order also to remove it. So it is all sides angle. It is just not my side. So judiciary is there to see everything. So from our side, we will see that it is examined fast and we will give the results of whatever the facts are actual facts within a few days or a week or within this month.
So,
But subsequently removing it, because it is in the judiciary, we might not be able to act immediately if it is illegal. If it is legal, then we will have to go ahead and leave it.
So, but they have any
Approach, me see, from the basic parameters what we have seen is they had got approved plans in 2017.
So, but that is not for concretization.
See, that's what you say, no? So that is why I said, give me time. We have already said it. Let them, because they have, see, it requires submission with COVID and all these things around, the submissions and everything, because from what preliminary information I have been given, is that they are submitting documents. So I have given them, our department, to give me within a short period, which I will do. See, because see, certain things are there where we have to give them time. It is very easy to talk in front of the press, in front of people, and make various statements. But when it comes to responsibilities, we have to be a responsible government. And same way, in this responsible government, we will act. I will not say, like leader of opposition that is in the court, I can't say. We will act if it is illegal, and it's a commitment to you.
But similar is the case in the Morji Beach.
Same thing. The same thing. If Morji Beach or any beach, illegality is there, it will be acted on. There is no doubt about it. It takes little time, but we will act. And if it is illegal, it will be removed from the coast. There is no doubt.
Coming back to your electrical vehicles thing, are you going to follow the Delhi model, like giving some subsidies to the vehicles?
No, see, I have been
Electric
very.
vehicles.
I have told you, no,
So
what
they have given subsidy to all the electric vehicles, and where people have benefited from that.
See, how people have benefited in Delhi, we don't want to comment on. Our policy is very simple. Amchi policy, we have tied up with CSL, who in turn will tie up with the manufacturer, who in turn will take at least 8 to 10% manufacturer discount, which will also give the central government subsidy, which will also give the state government subsidy. For two-wheelers, we intend to give at minimum 50 to 54% subsidy, and if it is scrap, we want to give another 3-4% subsidy. So we are working on a model. Our model will be better than the Delhi model. That is what I can assure
By
you.
when can you
See, today we have signed the MOU.
Yeah.
Now, because of pandemic, everywhere in the state, movement is not happening. We require a lot of.
any target you have set?
Yeah, fastest. We want to do it very fast. But see, I set targets tomorrow if I want. But the problem is the prevailing situation of COVID does not allow the movement of people in the state of Goa. So that is the situation. It is not in my hand. If everything was good, we would have by now we would have finished everything. We had told this was happening almost 3 months back. So it has not happened because of various parameters. And I can assure the people of Goa that we are working sincerely and we want it to be as fast even tomorrow. But because of the prevailing situation, it is not possible. So we will do it as fast
Sir,
as
but
possible.
the Union Minister, Mr. Gadkari, had said that by 2030 he is going to phase out all petrol and diesel vehicles. So basically,
I don't want to comment on my honorable Union
so
Minister.
are you looking at that type of
No, see what happens. I might be able to phase out. See, there are a lot of schemes which will be implemented. If you know, Goa is the only state in renewable energy where we are giving 50% subsidy to solar roof. How many people have come forward? People can talk. People will talk. There are NGOs who talk. I have been making these statements continuously. See, I can't force. Tomorrow if I force, then it will be something else. It has to be voluntary. People have to be this. Okay, the state government is supporting you. Like 50% subsidy. Till today we have just touched 20 megawatts of power. Why? What is wrong in 50% subsidy? You require 100% subsidy? It's not possible. 50% subsidy is the only state in the country where we are giving. So we can't force people. So same way we will start and we will see, because now आमचे जे solar rooftop policy we have continued. आज तुम्ही पहिला की we are also looking at 100% actual electrification. जे 200-250 घरां जांकां लायट नाशिल्ली ती आमी already 10 घरांक दिली. आणि उरलेले हे 4-5 महिने वी इंटेंड टू गिव एवरीबडी. सो ह्यो गोष्टी आमी करता, फुकट न्ही. तेंकडे बील घेतले आमी, मिनिमम चार्जीस कितें म्हयन्याक 100 रुपया, लायटीचे चार्जीस कितें घेवन ते करतले. फुकट संवसारान काय येना. सो आय कॅन एश्युअर यू that we will do this. We are targeting ourselves, but the people have to cooperate. 55% सबसिडी. म्हाका खुबशे लास्ट टायम तुम्ही प्रेस भावांनी भयणांनी पेपराचेर हाडलेले, न्यूज पेपराचेर, टीव्हीचेर हाडलेले, तेन्ना खुबशे म्हाका मेसेजी येयल्यो, फोन येयलो. पूण कितें जाता, खंयचे त्रुटी करपाक वी रिक्वायर सपोर्ट फ्रॉम अदर पीपल. ताका लागून जालो. आय एश्युअर यू गेट वी विल गिव द बेस्ट पॉलिसी इन द कंट्री.
I can make a suggestion because this process of yours is tedious. The people have to go to Saligao and get it done.
No, online, boss. See,
Everything is online.
Boss, everything.
Why don't you put some stalls and create awareness about it?
See, to you only I am creating awareness. No, see, once we create awareness, it is through the medium of press, to the medium of social media, to your systems only awareness has to be created. By putting with this COVID pandemic, you cannot go to house to house. Nobody comes to close to us. So it is through your sources only we will create awareness. Don't worry, we will do all the best efforts. Now through your sources, continuously I have been telling 50% subsidy दिता. 50 आमचे we cannot go to schools because there are schools which are closed. Actually आमचं टार्गेट आशिल्लें की स्कुलान वचून भुरग्यांक सांगप, त्यांचे पेरंटांक कन्विन्स करून 50, बट somehow that could not happen. So तुमचे मिडियमांतल्यान आमी 50% सबसिडी आज पासून दिता. ओन्ली स्टेट इन द कंट्री. सो पीपल हॅव टू कम फॉरवर्ड. आनी गेडान वचून फिजिकल फायल दिवपाक जाय हें म्हाका दिसता रॉंग नोशन आसा. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिपार्टमेंटा पयलीं तुमी फायल दिवपाक जाय, गेडाची सबसिडी नंतर. सो इट इज अ सिस्टम विच इज ऑलरेडी इन बिल्ड आनी सिस्टमा भितर इट इज फ्लोईंग व्हेरी वेल. जे पयलींचे लोकांचे कितें पेंडींग आशिल्लें, पीपल आर व्हेरी हॅप्पी. इट इज अ व्हेरी फास्ट प्रोसेस. ओन्ली कनेक्शन मातशें टायम लागता बिकॉज वी हॅव टू सी द कनेक्टिविटी, म्हणजे तो आमचे पावर, तो डिस्ट्रिब्युशन पावर ट्रान्सफर कितलो घेवंक शकता, हे गोष्टी आसा. पूण सिस्टम आतां खूब इम्प्रूव जाला. आमी गोंयचे भाव आनी भयण्यो आमच्यो 27 जाण आमी एम्पॅनल केल्ले आसा. भायले लोक कोण ना, तांकां कंपल्शन आमी 4 वा 5 वर्साचे जे तेंचे बिझनस हांगा गोंयांत आसपाक जाय म्हणून तांकां एम्पॅनल केल्ले. आनी म्हाका आज पासून एकूय कंप्लेन येवना जे कोणें आमचे जे एम्पॅनल गेडा वेंडर आसा तेणी खंय तरी हें केलें आनी तें केलें म्हणून. सो आय थिंक वी आर वर्किंग वेल एंड वी वील एश्युअर द पीपल ऑफ गोवा दॅट वी वील डू अ फॅन्टॅस्टीक जॉब. आनी कितें आसा?
Can I ask you some other question?
प्लीज.
Yes, sir. Last week you announced about pre-marriage counseling, and that decision has been scrapped by the CM. Did you not take CM into confidence before making such an announcement?
See, what is happening as a minister of the government, on 30th आमकां 2 दीस पयलीं इंस्ट्रक्शन येयलें कितें फंक्शन करपाक जाय, वेगळे फंक्शनां करपाक जाय. So based on that, I had a meeting with all the departments which are under me. And based on that, I had given the entire schedule of programs on that day of press conference through your medium, and we did a lot of programs. One such program was about the program of giving a model of putting a counselor before doing the second signature. Now this program of putting a second counselor is not a new subject matter. If you go to see Manor Bhai Parikar जेन्ना आसतना स्कुलांनी म्हाका दिसता 200-150 कावन्सिलर घातले. हेजे पयलीं कावन्सिलर स्कुलान नाशिल्ले केन्ना. आनी ते स्कुलांनी जेन्ना घातले, इट वॉज फॉर अ पर्पज. मे बी आय थॉट दॅट इफ यू पुट अ कावन्सिलर, कितें आतां म्हणटा की मॅरेजीस खूब पर्संटेज वायज, आमी पर्संटेज पळयना. म्हाका दिसना आमी पर्संटेज पळोवपा. आमकां 0 डिवोर्स केसीस जावपाक जाय, हो आमचो टार्गेट आसपाक जाय. 0.28%, 0.40% असले आमी म्हाज्या मतान ना. 0% जावपाक जाय अशें सगळ्यांचे, आमचे सगळ्यांचे पार्टीचें मत आसा, म्हजें मत आसतलें, सगळ्यांचे गोंयच्या लोकांचें आसता की 0. पॅन्डेमिकूय आसूनय गेल्या वर्साचो फिगर आमी शेअर केला. ऑलमोस्ट 350 एवरी डे वी हॅड 1 डिवोर्स. पॅन्डेमिक आसून, कोर्ट बंद आसून. आनी खुबश्यो ज्यो आमी दिता पळय स्टॅटिस्टिक्स, ते स्टॅटिस्टिक्स दिता की आमचे रजिस्ट्रेशन डिपार्टमेंटाक येवन ऑर्डर पास करून ते कॅन्सल करता, ती स्टॅटिस्टिक्स दिता. पूण थोड्यो ऑर्डरी कोर्टान जाल्ल्यो आसा आनी कोर्टांतल्यान तांकां डिसिजन घेवन त्यो आजुनूय येवंक ना. जेन्ना पुतून लग्न जाता ते पुतून येता. सो कन्सिडरिंग दीस आय मेड अ स्टेटमेंट ऑर द गव्हर्मेंट इंटेंड्स टू डू. अल्टिमेटली लॉ जेन्ना पास जाता खंयचो, इट हॅज टू गो टू द कॅबिनेट आनी इट हॅज टू गो टू द असेंब्ली फॉर डुईंग ऑल दीस चेंजीस. सो इट वूड रिक्वायर दॅट टायम. सो आय हॅड ओनली सजेस्टेड दॅट दीस इज वॉट वी आर गोइंग टू डू. सो इफ द ऑनरेबल CM इज नॉट इन्क्लायन्ड ऑर ऑनरेबल आमचे पार्टी जेका दिसता की दुसरे भाशेन दिसता, I will put a full white paper and I will give it to CM that what I intended to do was like this. It was not to trouble people or do something of harassment or not to bring any disrupt to the government. I will give a white paper to Honorable CM and CM will take a call. If he has already taken a call of this, he is Honorable CM of the state and I have to take it into action and consider his consideration. But as a minister, which I have done a little study, I will put it on the white paper and give it to Honorable CM and the Honorable CM will decide what to do in the future course of action.
But without consulting you,
No, as a minister, see, I think I am an educated person and jo goshti as a minister of the government, I have a certain privilege and powers. See, what I have announced, it does not mean that 100% it is approved. I can make so many, see, it has to be taken ultimately to the cabinet, it has to be approved by the CM, it has to go to the legislative assembly. There are so many things in front. Intention was, as I said, कि माझे दिसले की जे counseling करपाक जाय, pre-marriage counseling, it was required because I am a statistic I will share with you because I have got some statistics, I have asked for more statistics. जे म्हाका दिल्ले आसा, जे 6-7 वर्सां पयली statistics have hardly 50-60 divorces. म्हणजे म्हाका दिले the statistics. So I am getting all statistics, making that white paper and giving to Honorable CM, which I will share with the press.
So you are well within your jurisdiction to announce, to make such an
No,
announcement.
see, you don't understand. आता आम्ही हे केला. I am a renewable energy minister. आम्ही जेन्ना announce करता, it is because we have to focus on getting green energy to the state. We have to focus non-polluting state. And if that has to be done, we can make announcements and we can make tie-ups which are non-financial implication. आता हे particular जो आशिल्लो, एका financial implication zero आशिल्लो. So we made the suggestion. So now if the Honorable CM desires and the party desires, as I said, I will make a white paper and give it to Honorable. What was my intention? Maybe if they find good, they might say okay. Because that time when I made an announcement, I was not called to ask. Because it was similarly second-day reactions झाले. So maybe they are more wiser than me, which I will see. हम white paper करून दितलो and it will take a call. Let the Honorable CM take a call. There is no problem. We are a democratic country. All people have their options and this. And as a government, I am part of a government. I am government of my department who I suggested, and it has to go through the process. So I will show my white paper and the call can be taken by the Honorable CM. Thank you. Yes, CSL, full form of CSL. Conversion, energy, services.